Good morning, all. On this Sunday, I would like to meet you again for this AWS certifications and solution architect level. Guess everyone is there in the meeting. Can you hear me properly?
Yep, you are audible.
Thank you very much. So every Sunday, I try to give it some kind of presentations as well. So last week we seen that Palo Alto firewall, checkpoint firewall, FortiGate firewalls, and the next week I'm trying to plan it with some kind of the Terraform on Azure platform, Microsoft platform, like that. So AWS is everyone knows that the AWS is very much good in the market, and the certifications are very much in high demand. We are also recruiting many people on the AWS certified people nowadays. And because of the corona has been coming up to the end, because a lot of vaccines has been there, and business has been back to normal now. Even the freezing period has also been over, so we are into the reviving period now. So all the projects has been getting started and kick started as well. New projects which were there actually in the December and the November, it was like put it in the pipeline or something like that, that has also been coming to the online now. So we require the many peoples on the AWS platform as well. And to do the AWS certification, I given one presentation like that, who can do what certifications, what levels you can go for it like. So you can go through that video on this. But today I'm going to talk about something on very much into the technical side only. So the technical in the sense like how to configure the cloud. And what is a cloud, first of all, cloud computing. And what are the things which we can do on the cloud computing, what it makes the difference between the normal on-premises as well as the data center networking or something. So this is what we are going to talk about today. And I given this the demo already in the last year. I guess one or two demos which I given on that. People are quite happy with that. So I'm just trying to repeat this once because a lot of opportunities is coming up nowadays for AWS. And again, I would like to tell you that in the cloud market, AWS is the number one. There is no doubt about that. 80% of the projects which we are doing on the cloud platform is AWS only. Microsoft Azure is there, as well as Google Cloud has also been there. Google Cloud has been quite famous on the US market, and US customers who are on the soil, they like it very much. And the projects which are happening on that very much of a code oriented, means like you just need to be the coder properly so that you can get into that Google Cloud or something. But here, like AWS can be done on the GUI as well. And every cloud you can do it on the GUI, CLI as well as the APIs and the coding as well. But AWS is quite familiar and it's quite easier to manage the entire things with the the GUI platform or something, UI platform you can say normally. So AWS is Amazon Web Services, and they started their company in the 1990s and all. It was like an Amazon, they're selling the books and all. Later that then started 2006 or something like that. They started like Amazon Web Services like that. It was giving like a rack rental. Even the network engineers will be knowing about what is a rack rental and all. If the routers and switches cannot be taken for a, cannot be simulated or it cannot be taken in the local market or something, we'll go for a rental space available on the internet like that. So if you talk about the Nexus platform or a voice platform, or there's some of the security platforms also, some of the security boxes which are not able to simulate it in your laptop or your own local premises or something. So we will go for a rack rental like that. When we are going for a rack rental, in the sense there will be a set of routers and switches. Will be made it ready with all the cablings has been done. So you will have the remote access to connect to that one router. So you'll be able to log into all the other routers as well. So this is like a network simulations. Actually, this is not a simulation at all. It is like a complete rack which we are having it. Entire topology we will be having it on that. So that those was the, I can just say that that is like a rental which we were having it on the internet. Some many other companies which are still offering now the same thing. So AWS has got an idea that they can come up with the infrastructure rental also, databases rental also, coding rental also, coding platform rentals. Like that, they go for some like they step forward towards the per hour basis charges and all like that. The same thing. The concept is old, but the new technologies whichever it is being offered is very very new to all the people. So nowadays we can do the artificial intelligence as well as the machine learning also, and all the virtual, this AV, audio video things, and all the people who are doing the animations and all, they are also coming into the cloud, and we are doing some lot of projects on the for them only, like, because it is a very huge infrastructure requirement is required for them. Means like they will be requiring minimum like 128 core processor, and near about 1 TB of 600 and 700 GB of the DRAM. I'm talking about a DRAM, not talking about a hard disk or something. So that is the level which they are looking for. Like, and the storage is like a TBs of level, because one movie will be costing around, like, if they're taking around half an hour or something like that, the cartoon sequence or something, they'll be going for around 30 to 40 minutes of them. So 30 to 40 minutes it requires, like, before the rendering and all like that, because if it is in a raw format or something, we need to require at least a 7 to 8 TB of the all the metadata as well as the real data to be get stored on this. So if you try to make up that kind of a scenario in your own on premises, you need to spend a lot of money, huge money, which is you may have to spend on crores like that. So that is not possible. Even after doing that, spending that much of money on a platform, then how many projects you are going to do with that? That is more important. How long it is a prolonging use is going to be there. Means like how many projects we are going to do on the same platform again and again, and how many projects we are going to get it on that. There is no guarantee for that. So if you get a project, it's a huge one. You are doing that. You finish that. Okay, after 6 months, you finish that. What are you going to do with that? The infrastructure which you cost, like which you paid for it, and you install it in your own network or something. So how we are going to manage those things? They will be get rusted because of that much of the infrastructure. Huge configurations are not required for normal running of the server and databases and other things. So we cannot utilize that under the normal circumstances or something. It's not possible for us. So even if we're doing that, actually we are underestimating all these things, and we are not utilizing it. Is completely underutilized under the network platform which we are having on this. So that is a big problematic. So when you started implementing, when you start spending, when you start making the projects on this, something like, we are not supposed to make it in a huge investments for the project, which may be giving you for 1 or 2 years, in the sense it's okay. But if it is a 6 months project, 8 month project, some other people are having the 3 months projects also. So 3 months projects and all, they cannot implement the solutions as well, like for who going for a heavy investments on the project level. So what they can do normally, they will look for any cloud operators. Cloud operators in the sense cloud service providers, CSP. It's called as a CSP, cloud service providers. Previously we say ISP, it's an internet service provider. Now it is called as a cloud service provider. All are same, because everything is given through the internet only. We need to connect to the internet through our broadband or any other means like license, lease lines or something. We just need to connect to the internet. So then we will be getting the login to the AWS cloud something. So we will be able to work on that cloud on this. So innumerable services has been offered now. AWS has started with the 1 or 2 services, EC2, and they started with the storage. Then they started with the databases. Now each and every platform which is available on the AWS now. Even you can run your e-commerce website completely inside the AWS network. It is possible. You may be thinking that only Amazon is selling all this, Amazon Prime and other things. No, we can create our own e-commerce site, and we can club it together within the AWS itself. We can run it in our own domain names. It's possible. Some project is being on the line now. So like heavy deployments which are happening on that, so much of developments which are happening. And moreover, because of this Corona period, we've been working on everything on online. Even if you like to say, like to order some kind of a toothpaste and brush and other things, we started, ordering online only. We are not getting into the market or something, getting down to the floor, and we are going on the, supermarket and buying it all. Many other supermarkets are closed now. Otherwise, they started their all online applications as well. They created an app and they started promoting everything. I'm getting a lot of SMSs over there. The local small market people also, like, they are available on the internet now. At least by the site, if they are not created an app or something, Android app or iPhone app or something like that, they just created something on the website like that. They ask us to go for that and order it. And they are not charging anything for delivery charges also. Like, so now entire the internet scenario has been completely changed, drastically changed. And the paradigm has been completely shifted. Previously, we get into the market and buy something, we touch and feel everything, then we see it and selecting many things and all. Now it is not there. Everything is be choosing it in the online itself. It has been giving us so much of options for us to pick it up. So that you will not be able to get it in the local market also as such. If you go buy some other sofas on the other, you may be getting around 5 to 6 one day. That is also according to the stock available only. They'll keep it out in the outside on the showcase or something. But in the online, in the sense, they can purchase and buy and they can get it from any corner of the world and they can deliver it to you. So the market is so huge and the accessibility is so huge. For them, there is no issues at all. Even if I'm having the selling like I'm like a broker or something like that, I just would like to register it under the AWS. I can do that. I can start creating my own warehouse and I can create it on for. I can hook it up with the AWS and I can do. So lot of applications. It's under the customer, like end customer also you can use the AWS. Entrepreneurs also can use the AWS. Startup people, like very small startups and all people are starting nowadays. So many startups are coming up. They are also using the AWS, and the bigger corporates also using the AWS. Like so, it is what I say that cloud is going to be the platform now in the next 5 years. I can say it's already been there, but cloud is going to be the platform. So we require to be get adequate knowledge on the cloud side, how to work on that. You may be working on system admin like that. You are managing the Windows platform or Linux platform or databases, or you are a coder, you are doing some kind of a programming on this, and you are working on a network, you are configuring firewalls and routers and switches, and you configure the like e-commerce websites, you are creating that, and you are a coder and a programmer analyst, like, and you do some protocol testing like L2 protocol testing, L3 protocol testings, and you are using the XCR boxes for to create the packet generations and all. So each and every business, each and every IT department domain is being available under the AWS cloud. So I'm comparing all the three clouds because I got a chance to work on all the three major clouds. I'm telling you. Major clouds in the sense Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services, all these three. So when you compare all the features which is available and affordable cost and the availability, zone availability, in the sense local in your country, whether it is available or not. When you're just looking for the AWS has got a answer for everything. When I'm ticking out like 100 points in the sense AWS will be topper in 85 points. Azure will be around 70, not even 70, 65 can just say. Google is around 30, 35% only it is available. So that's why people are going for AWS because of the large, huge deployments has been done by the AWS and they have some lot of data centers and all the data centers are available locally as well as they are maintaining the data centers. They are not looking for any third party to give the data centers to get hooked up with the AWS or something. And because of its own data centers, they employ a lot of people to maintain that as an L2, L3 peoples in all domains. I'm saying not only in network or Linux or Windows or something. They are deploying so many people on this to work under the AWS platform. So there are many people who are working for a client-based AWS support and all they are looking. Like Accenture is doing, Capgemini is doing that. Like many people are there, but I am talking about the AWS in-source employees on the AWS platform, AWS payroll. You will be there on the as an employee. You will be working on that. So that kind of a recruitment has been started now. So what are the requirements for to become get certified on the AWS in the sense? I would like to suggest you that at least if you are having an experience of at least 1 or 2 years experience on the industry, any domain is okay. If you're a network person, it's okay. If you're working on a Linux platform, you're a Linux administrator, you're creating users, giving rights and sharing things and writing some kind of cron jams and doing some backup and other things, it's okay. And Windows people who are doing some AD configurations, like Active Directory, LDAP working, and user creations and rights giving that. And O365 people are working on. Nowadays, O365 is very famous. And if you are working on the as a database administrator, working on Oracle database or MySQL database, like if you are working on many other platforms as well, like it's nice enough. Like if you're working on at least for 2 years or something in the industry, so then you can come back to the AWS. So you will have some proper understanding of how the proper local network is working. That is more important. Like local network in the sense like how you are sharing the resources, how you are logging to your ticketing system, how do you work on logs, how do you analyze the logs, and what are the logs which will be giving, what are the fields need to be seen, and how do you search and get it out, and how do you get the solutions for that. So these are all you will be going on through all for at least for 1 or 2 years on the company. As a starter only, people who are coming out of the college, they directly go to the Accenture and Capgemini and many other companies as well. They are doing some campus interviews and all. They get selected and they get trained inside, definitely. I train them also in Capgemini. I given so many trainings as well. So many other companies also train because the people who are looking for a network-based trainings, server-based training, database-based trainings, VMware-based trainings. Like we are offering those trainings also. Like so, those things are very much required for a people who are working for at least 1 or 2 years on this. Then they can come up to the AWS network because AWS is completely available on the cloud only. You will not be able to do see anything or touch and feel anything like that. You cannot able to visit any kind of a data centers over there in the AWS. It is not possible. It is sealed. Either you need to get the help from the AWS engineers who are in-house. You will be calling them and getting the help on this. They'll be helping you all these things and all. But you'll not be able to visit the data center to see all these things because it is not allowed. So what do you do? What you will feel like that you will be having a very vague idea that how does it working? What is a cloud? Where is a cloud? Where is my server is running? How I am going to log into that? And what are the resources which are available for me? Like how do I access it? What are the means of access? Either I will access it through the GUI, means a graphical user interface, or I will access it through the CLI, that is a command line interface. Otherwise, I'll be accessing it through the APIs, that application programming interface. That is quite hot in the market nowadays, APIs. So there are 3-4 ways are there through that we will be able to access the AWS cloud. Through that we will be configuring the AWS cloud for our own company. And in our company, what all the businesses are there, accordingly, we will be constructing our network inside the AWS cloud. As AWS cloud is a public cloud, means it is available for entire public. So, but we will be creating our own private cloud inside the AWS. So inside the AWS, in the sense, how we are going to create our public private cloud. What are the components required for that? What are the parameters need to be chosen? And what are the basic knowledge required for to build our own company private clouds? What are the resources we are going to keep it under that? How do we access them? And what are the access lists need to be configured for that? What is the subnet need to get configured on this? What are the security groups has to be created on the? What are the resources? And what that resource requires how much space for that? And what is the machine requirement? Like what is the CPU required? What is the memory requirement? What is the hard disk requirements? And how many users are going to connect to that in a time, like as at a time, like that means like per minute, like how many hits will be coming up for the web server. If you are constructing the web server, how many hits are going to come up on that? Like, and you are constructing the database in the sense how many data entries will be happening on per second level. So that makes more sense because the databases will be keep on growing. It requires the more hard disk space on it. So we need to keep all these things in our mind to design the cloud for private cloud for our own company or our customer like that. So it is like many levels of work. It is not the only person going to do everything on the same time, but he is not the only person who is going to do all the work or something, but there will be like multiple departments of the people, like according to your own basic functionality, where you worked, what are the experiences you have, and what are the areas you are expertise with, not expertise like, but at least some kind of a working knowledge on that. If I'm asking you to log into the Linux server, you should not be asking me like, how do I log in? What is the requirement for that? What are the things I should have? At least you should have a putty. If I'm asking you to log into the Windows server, at least you should know that remote login we require RDP, means the remote desktop protocol client is required. So this much level of understanding is required. So if I'm asking you to configure some access list, that is like called as a security group on this. So you require some network basic knowledge on this and database creations and in data entries and log into the management stations and verifying the logs. So these are all the basic things for a person to know about that. I see many people who are coming out of the college and directly starting with the cloud. I don't recommend that to come to the cloud directly, but if they are having the enough knowledge, already they've been working on something in home and they've been involved with their own friends or something, or their seniors and they're talking to them like, or if they're getting deployed in a project or something like that for 6 months, 1 year, if they have some kind of an understanding on that, then they can come to the cloud, because otherwise everything they have to put the hard effort. It's like very much a hard work they require to make it up to come to the cloud. Else it will be completely vague. They will not be able to understand anything on the cloud access. Else, what we need to do, we need to work thoroughly. We need to understand things on this. If you are changing your field, one field to another field, like that people are coming from kind of, which I don't know even the names of, but like they're saying that I'm working on some middleware and I would like to come to the, cloud or something. How do I do that? Means because middleware, because we are not working on middleware. I'm more of a network person, which I'm working on after 10 12 years on this one. I construct a bigger networks. I work with an ISPs and all. We are working on a data center. Later we move to the cloud. Like that it goes on like an evaluation. It happening as like an evaluation. Suddenly, if you're changing from one field to another field, you may have to put a lot of effort from your side, and you need to go through a lot of videos. So many videos are available on the YouTube freely. You can access it. There are many other websites which are there very freely. They are giving it like Udemy and all. It's giving like around 700 rupees, Indian rupees, 700 rupees. They are charging on this. So like we just need to go through all the videos, understand, work on that. Most probably we just need to work on the cloud directly. It's not like only just a hearing knowledge, or just you just need to have like a, somebody told me I know that, and I just seen some of the books and scenarios like that. That not going to work at all, because your customer, your end customer is asking you to work and make things to work for him. Ultimately, the packet need to move from one place to another place. Then only they are going to employ you. They are going to hire you. So it's a working knowledge is very much required on the cloud. Then only the people will hire you. Because if the questions will be coming up, even if you have 2 years experience or 1 year experience on this and that, things like how much you worked on cloud, how much you know about the cloud, what are the logs, how do you access it? These are all the basic questions comes for every other persons who's getting interviewed on the cloud platform like. And little bit of coding knowledge is also required. Coding knowledge in sense, I'm not talking about the should be very much thorough on C++, Python knowledge something. If you are having, okay, welcome. Right, that is very much welcome. But here we require some coding knowledge, means at least you should know that how the program is working, how to start that, how to end that, what all the subroutines are there in that. You just need to understand by seeing the program that what may be the output of this program will be giving. That if you understand that, that is not nothing but the coding knowledge. If you don't know the coding, it's okay. If you don't know the commands and all like syntaxes, it's okay. Syntaxes can be learned, documentations are there, but it should have that analytical skills. You should have that kind of the programming, writing, programming, seeing, programming, understanding skills is required. Then only you will be able to start understanding the AWS cloud formation scripts are there. That scripts are available on the certain two languages. Like it's not a language, it's been written in two format. One is called as a JSON. Another one is called as a YAML, YAML. These two formats we've been writing on all the codes inside the AWS cloud. Not only in AWS, in Microsoft Cloud also, GCP Cloud also, Century Cloud. Any cloud you take, DigitalOcean Cloud is also there. So these are all the basic requirements, prerequisites I can just say. If you are going for a college or something, they will ask for a prerequisites. Have you cleared your PUC? Did you have kind of a marks which is required for to take this course? Like that. It's like that. If you come to the cloud, do you have these prerequisites with you? If you don't have, grow it inside yourself. Means you study more, learn more, watch some a lot of videos, and start working on AWS, because AWS is giving you 12 months free account for to learn and practice only. We are not going to do for any production support or something. We are not going to do any production as well. Like so, the free account has got all the functionalities. 90% of the resources can be created with the free account itself. It's possible. We can do that. So that is the way that you learn the AWS cloud. Only AWS cloud is offering 12 months free. I'm telling you, stressing you again. Only AWS is offering 12 months free. All the other clouds will be giving you only 3 months. Microsoft Azure is giving only 3 months. Not only 3 months, it is 1 month only, 30 days only. And GCP is giving some 3 months, something other. But many of the services will not work in GCP or in Microsoft if you are going with your free tier account or something. But it is possible on the AWS. So that's why AWS is growing, because more people are getting trained on their own. On their own, definitely I can say, because people are logging and they start, creating the instances, creating the databases, creating the networks. They creating the codes for that, code build, code acknowledge. So many things are there. So they are doing all these things. Also, they are in a position that they can go for this, AWS based jobs, AWS cloud based jobs. So that is a prerequisite for to start with any cloud career. I can start it as a career only, because whatever the experiences you are having from the different domains, those domains are not separate nowadays, because every other domain has been available inside the cloud. You need to be working on that particular based on your own domain. You will be working under the AWS. Means I can just say an example. If a person worked on a Windows Active Directory and LDAP support and like O365 platform or something, is a Microsoft Windows person, I can just say, because we call it as like a Windows admin, Windows admin people. 5 years he worked on that. So he tried to come to the AWS in the sense he will be given the jobs on Windows based management only. He will be managing the Windows inside the AWS cloud. He will be learning about the AWS cloud, how to deploy the Windows servers. various Windows servers, how to install the software on that, how to make accessible to the end users for that, how do you create a network and how to give the access list and security groups creations and database managements and MS SQL installations and O365 offering through the AWS. These are all the things will be given to that Windows person. It will be easy for him because at the end, like entry point may be the AWS, and end of that it will be like only Windows servers for him. So like that, every other domain people will be given their own domain job only inside the AWS. Please don't think that if I'm learning AWS, I'll be working on only AWS. No, AWS platform, it is like a platform only. That platform is all, like giving you so many of the services which are available under the AWS. So any one of the services will be given to you according to your own domain expertise. It's not like everything has been given. If you go for like a Windows person, they will not be asking you to configure Palo Alto firewall in the AWS. No, that is not given to you. You will be given only the Windows server for that. So if a network person goes and then he will be asking for a Cisco cloud services routers. They will be asking you to install it, and they will be asking you to create the virtual private cloud (VPCs), creating subnets and creating access layers, creating gateways and elastic IPs, another thing, all related to the network only it's been given for him. So if a person comes out with the database experience, he worked on here about 7 to 8 years. One other person also 8 years he was experienced in the Oracle platform. So we given him the MS SQL platform as well as Oracle also been there. Nowadays Oracle nobody is using the AWS cloud. Either they like migrating to the different database or something because we just need to take a dump of it. Then we can create it as an instance. Then we can dump it or all the data inside. So that will work like Amazon Aurora. Amazon Aurora is one of the database service which is offered by the AWS itself. It's costly, but people are going for that only because Oracle Cloud inside the AWS means it's a very heavy charge compared to with any other database installed inside the AWS cloud. So like every other domain experience, whichever you are having that, accordingly, the job has been given, your profile will be given inside the AWS. Don't worry, but you need to know the AWS working knowledge of this. How to log into the cloud, like how to create the users for the cloud users like that. It goes exactly the same way, how the system admin has been working on. He'll be, if a system admin, he'll be creating a users first and he'll be giving the rights and permissions to him. Some of the directories and folders he'll be giving the access to that. Some of the applications he'll give the access to that. And he'll be creating the machine for him, laptop and all, he'll make it ready and he'll give it. Certain rights will be according to his manager, whatever it is saying, then he'll just open it up. So the same work we will be doing it on the cloud also. That is coming under the IAM, identity and access management on this. So when you are coming to the cloud, you are not going to do anything different. Everything is the same, but only the platform is changing. So that's how we will be doing this. Let me go through these slides one by one. So you will be getting the idea that what is the AWS is offering on this. Let me make it a speaker. AWS, so AWS platform. So what all we can do on the AWS platform? Game development, artificial intelligence, messaging, business productivity, Internet of Things, desktop and app streaming, application services, developer tools, mobile services, analytics, security identity, management tool, database storage, migration, so many other network and content delivery, compute and AWS global infrastructure. We will be learning certain things only according to this certification which is required for us. We are not going to learn all these things. Mostly like this Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, game developments, like these are all we will not be seeing. This streaming and all we don't see that. So what do you need to know to pass the certified solution architect exam? Messaging, desktop streaming, security identity, management tool, databases, some other things are also there. So these are all the very basic things which we require to know that. And global infrastructure. Would like to tell you about that how the AWS has been constructed inside that. So I just took this 2 weeks before. So these are all the information which are maybe like now it must have been more now, but I just would like to explain you this. 24 large launched regions. They have a lot of regions as well. It's coming at like availability zones. It's called 3 announced regions that must have been ready now. 2 more regions, 2x means two multiple, like multiple AZs than the next largest cloud provider. They are comparing with the Azure and the Google Cloud. 245 countries and territories are served. AWS has been there for 245 countries on this. 77 availability zones, 2 local zones, 2 wavelength zones for ultimate latency applications. 97 direct connect locations. Direct connect in the sense you don't need to get into the internet to access the AWS. They will be giving you the dark fiber connection to your company. So you can connect to the AWS cloud using that. That is like 97 places over there. 216 point of presence, edge locations, and 111 regional edge caches are there. So this is how the global infrastructure for the AWS. What are the locations they are serving it? What are the services they are going to offer it? How the connectivity will be maintained? How many regions are supported on that? And how many direct connect locations are there? How many local zones? How many availability zones, launched zones, and everything is there. So global presence, if you go to this site, you will be able to see this how things are running on this. If you move your mouse, it will be showing on this. Like if I let me click on this, whether this link is running or not, I don't know. Let me see. So maps and other things are there. It's regions, US availability launched on this. Years and all it has been shown. Okay, regions. This is the regions and availability zones, local zones, wavelength, outposts, services, high availability, improving the continuity, compliance, and data resiliency. So many things are there. We can just see it on this list on this. So this is the overview. South America, this is like this many locations are there having it like this. And Europe and Middle East, Africa, this much is there. And Asia Pacific, we are having it on the Mumbai. Only in Mumbai it is their data centers. Here it is Hong Kong and Singapore, and I can see. And this is like a more of what do you say? It's an Australian based on this regions and other things are there. So we can go through this whole like. Okay, this is the moving on. I guess they removed this page now. Okay, like this is a global presence which they try to show it to you. And the global network of AWS region. There are 77 availability zones with 24 geographic regions around the world, with announced plans of running 9 more availability zones and 3 more AWS regions in Indonesia, Japan, and Spain. Japan is Tokyo has already been there. They're coming up with some other locations as well. And India is they are just running the only Bombay. That is the problem. They are having a plans to come to Bangalore as well as Hyderabad, I guess. Mostly Bangalore will have the the data center which has been given by AWS, I guess. So this is the locations which you can see on this in the North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Middle East, India, and this is China and Hong Kong and other things here like that. What is a region? What is an AZ? A region is a geographical area. Each region has consist of 2 or more availability zones. Geographical area, you can just take it like an Asia Pacific, Europe, or Africa, like that. Availability zone is simply a data center. It's a how many in a region, how many data centers are there? That is nothing but the region and the availability zones. In Bombay, I guess there are 3 data centers. What is an edge location? Edge locations are the CDN endpoints for the cloud front. There are many more edge locations than regions. Currently, there are over 66 edge locations. CDN is one of the service which is offered by AWS. Content Delivery Network, it is called. So those are coming under that CDN endpoints. It's called as an edge locations. It's called. So AWS platform under the networking and content delivery, what are the services we can able to offer it? VPC, it's called as a virtual private cloud. Route 53, that is for DNS management. Cloud front, that is for all our trailers which are coming, movie trailers and everything. That is come through the cloud front only. Direct connect, that is for your company can connect to the AWS cloud platform without using the internet. That is called as the direct connect. AWS platform on the compute side. Compute means easy to Elastic Cloud Computing, Elastic Cloud Compute Container Service, Lambda, Elastic Beanstalk, Lightsail. These are all available under the compute. We may be seeing many of the things under this certification. EC2 we will see, Beanstalk we will see, Lambda definitely will be seeing them. Lambda is like a function. With a function, we will be able to create multiple services can work together. Like that, we will be creating a code for that. You need to write the code in any other language you can write, Python, Ruby, YAML, something like that you can write on it. So light sail and EC2 container service. So storage wise, S3 is one of the storage very hugely deployed and many people are using this S3. S3 means simple storage service. Many of the bigger companies like Cisco, Juniper and all the network platform people are storing their data on the S3 because it is very much reliable and 99.99% availability and all it has been offered. EFS is the extra file service, something it comes on. Glacier and storage gateway. These are all available under the storage platform. Storage is a service we take it as like. So this is like compute as a service, network as a service, and computer as a service and storage as a service. So storage portfolio will be looking like this. Inside the storage, what all things we can do that? Means an S3, Glacier, EFS, like that. So objects can be stored in the Amazon S3. Blocks can be stored in the EBS, means Elastic Block Store. So this is the EBS is the one storage which we get it for to connect the servers. Server hard disks will be given by the EBS connection only. Then the file EFS is the FSX for Windows, FSX for Lustre. Lustre is a platform for a Linux platform like. Backup, we have the AWS backup is also available on this. Data transfer and edge processing, AWS storage gateway, AWS data sync, transfer using for SFTP, snowmobile, snowball edge. These are all heavier. Like if you snowmobile in the sense like if you are having a very huge amount of data, you are having like around 50 TB, 100 TB of data, you will not be able to send it through the internet or something. So it will take months and months to transfer the data. So what they do, they will send the truck and they will take up all your data. Means the hard disk, they will truck it out and to the nearest data center, they'll go and dump it out. Not dumping it, they'll just connecting to that and they transfer the data locally in the local network. They connect the cable and other things. Once the data transfer has been done, they will return back your own hard disk or something. That is called as snowballing. Something like that goes on. Snowballing and snowball edge and everything is there. So in the databases as a service, we are going to learn about the RDS. RDS is like relational database services. All the databases, normal local databases will be coming into this RDS platform only, Oracle and what do you say, your MS SQL, MariaDB, MySQL, all these databases will be coming under the RDS. DynamoDB, Redshift, Elasticsearch. These are all offered by the databases which is by the AWS platform. So under this, we will be able to get this databases as a service. And the AWS platform migrations. This is server migration service, database migration service, snowball service. This is also coming under the storage. AWS platform on analytics. Whoever is doing some analytics platform, they can work with Athena, Kinesis, Data Pipeline, QuickSight, Elasticsearch, Cloud Search, EMR, and many other analytical platforms are there. Analytics people like who are doing some data science, something like that, they'll be doing kind of analytics platform. This and the security and identity. When you talk about that, this is coming another IAM. IAM means uh, identification, access and management, something it comes. Certificate manager, WAF, that is a web application firewall. Inspector, directory service, artifacts. These are all the new services which has been offered. Normally we use IAM for identity and security otherwise. And the management tools, we have CloudWatch, CloudFormation, CloudTrail, OpsWorks, Config, Service Catalog, and Trusted Advisor. CloudWatch is for mostly for a management only, like management, what do you say, no, platform like which has been used for log and log analysis. And all these things will be using the CloudWatch. It is for a monitoring tool, you can take it as. CloudFormation is for like stack creations. You can create multiple services by writing the one code. Means like the code may be containing the one program, one stack may be containing around 100 to 200 lines or something. So that will be creating a multiple resources in one shot. So this is the mostly utilized platform for people who are, like as an experienced people will be doing this cloud formation things. Cloud trial is also like log analysis only. OpsWorks, config, service catalog, trusted advisor. These are all the coming under the management tools on this. Application services, step functions, SWF, API gateway, Elastic Transcoder, upstream. Elastic Transcoder is nothing but like we can inject the video audio streams on this. It will get analyzed and the outputs will be given to that, because when you try to analyze some of the things, you require some heavy kind of the databases, sorry, heavy kind of machines and all is required. So they AWS will be offering that. You will be able to send the traffic towards AWS. In AWS cloud, the Elastic Transcoder will be doing all the kind of changes and other things and all. They do that and they will give the result back to you. Like, so it's easier. Developer tools. What all the developers can do? Code commit, code build, code deploy, and code pipeline. These are all the people who are coming under the DevOps platform. They will be doing this kind of code level developer tools and all. And the mobile services for our Android, iPhones, and other things, we can use a mobile hub, mobile analytics, Cognito, device form, and pinpoint. Many other things are there. If any mobile developers, Android developers, and iPhone developers, or the people are there, they will be having this platform. They can utilize it under the AWS platform. And the business productivity is like a work docs and the work mail and IoT and other things are there. Work docs is like a Google Docs only. We are using the PowerPoint, like slides creations, Word doc creations, this Excel creations and all. We are doing the same thing. We can do it in the AWS platform also. Accordingly, the charges will be applied for that. Workmail, it's like nothing but like we are creating an email for a company email IDs. And Internet of Things is a very huge topic which cannot be discussed here. That is also available under the business productivity platform. And workspaces and upstream 2.0, that is a desktop and upstreaming is coming up. And artificial intelligence is a Lex, Poly, machine learning, recognition. These are all coming under the artificial intelligence, machine learning. AWS platform messaging, you can do it with SNS, simple notification service, simple queue service, simple email service. These are all the services which you can activate under the AWS platforms, under the messaging, messaging services like that you can see. So these are all the important links I would like to show you. When you try to open a free account, you can open it through that https://aws.amazon.com/free. If you go to that, you can create an account. But while you are creating an account, it will be asked your credit card or debit card details, which are allowed, which are applicated, which are which are allowed by the AWS. Means AWS has got some recognized banks. So those banks only you can produce the cards, and there is a recurring charges will also be nowadays been introduced to the ones. So you require a bank account and you require a bank card. Then only you will be able to open your free tier account. Okay, they are saying that free, then why require a bank account? Because the free account in the sense you are working on a production network only. In the production network, there are some selections which are if you go across the free domains. Means if you are clicking some of the paid services unknowingly, and the charges will be keep on applying. That to apply the charges, whether you are legitimate to have that cost or something, whether you are able to pay that amount or something like that, they will let you check it with your bank. So that they are asking you to be producing your cards with your bank account details and other things. Somebody is asking, yeah. Thanks for a valuable session. Dropping out due to some. Oh, no problem, no problem, no issues. See you later. No issues. Thank you. And so, like that is about that's what the one like free in the sense it is not completely free. Your bank account and card details has been taken on this. Whatever the services we are going to activate it on this. So that will be like a free. Whatever the free under the free tier, what all the services are there, we can able to work on that one. And if you like to see the solution architect exam information, you can just go with this. And exam blueprint, you can see on this. So architecture information, I can just show you on this. I guess this link is working. Let me show you this. Validate your technical skills and expertise, industry recognized credential to grow your career. Abilities to validated by the certification. Effectively demonstrate the knowledge of how to architect and deploy the secure and robust certification applications on the AWS certifications. It goes out with all the expertise on this. Recommended knowledge and experience. What are the knowledges you require to take this exam? In this exam, computing, network, storage, and database services, hands-on experience on AWS deployment, hands-on identify, define technical requirements. So what you need to do, you just need to open up the free account and start working on this. Then you can able to take up this exam. Preparing for your exams and the cost and other things has been given here. This we can download the exam guide, and these are all the sample questions has been asked, which is the format of these questions, multiple choice and multiple answers. Type is an associate level. Delivery method is a testing center or online proctored exam. This online proctored is available only for because of the corona timing. I guess now it may be available or may not be available. I don't know. 130 minutes to clear this exam, and the cost is 150 US dollars. Language is available on this one. We are going to write only on English on this. So we can have this all, and exam blueprint is here. We can just see that blueprint, and we can able to see that what all the things has been asked for that. Okay, you can able to click this link later, no issues. And this is a certification map. So we will be starting with the foundational level. Let me take up this small pen. It will be easy for you. This is a foundational level. We'll be starting with that. Foundational in the sense you don't need to take the exam. You can just go through these chapters and you can get trained with your knowledge on this one. Then you can come to this architect level. This is what the level I am just currently talking. Means this is the architect level we are talking about. This exam is going to be the architect level. In this architect level, you require a 1 year experience of solving problems and implementing the solutions on the AWS cloud. That is what required. So after the associate level, you can go to the professional level. Next level is a professional. So here it is a architect professional. Then you can, this architect position has been taken in the 3 way, like associate level, you can write it in 3 ways. One is an architect, one is an operation, one is a developer. These people who should be having the programming skills can go for this exam, and the system administrators can go for this exam. And the next level exam for them, it will be like a DevOps engineer. So without a code, you will not be able to survive in the cloud market. That's what I was saying. Then after completing all these things, you can come to any one other specialties, which is your cup of tea. Like that. So network persons will be going for advanced networking. Security guys will be taking this exam. Machine learning and Alexa people can go for this. Data analytics and database people will be going for this. So these are all the currently available certifications available under the AWS. So this was I was discussing in the earlier one of the demo which I given on that. I'll give you the link for that. You can go through that all pretty much completely given on that. And the next one is like solution architect associate, architect learning paths. This is all. Architecting on AWS essentials is required. AWS technical essential required. Then architecting on AWS, then you'll exam readiness associate. Then you go for an exam like this. This is the path we will be going for this. So first, second, third, fourth, like this. Then you will be going for like exam readiness intensive workshop. Either you can go for this intensive workshop and accelerator you can take it, and then you can go for this. Then you can go to the exam. It's like that. Then the professional level, technical essential, architecting, professional. Then the solution architect professional like that. You can go for this. This is a level they are talking about the how to take the certification as such. Examination info, I just shown you on the site itself. This is given in the same place here, like the same way. It's like March 23, 2020. Everything is gone now. So we need to write only the C02 exam now. So format is a multiple choice and multiple answer. Type is an associate level. Delivery is a testing center on online proctored exam. Time is 130 minutes to complete the exam. Cost is $150. And this is the, you can go to the exam information directly. So this is my contact information for any courses if you'd like to take it up. I would like to show you a small demonstration on the AWS cloud, how to create the machine and how you log into that and all. I will show you. And if you have any details or if you'd like to have any kind of questions on this certifications or something, you can ask me now. I'm open to the questions from you people, and you can put it on the chat as well. It's possible. I'm ready to answer your questions if you have any questions in your mind about the AWS cloud or Google cloud or Azure cloud or anything, whichever you like that. If you like to ask any questions, I'm open to that. Ask me. I see many people are there in the meeting. Don't hesitate. Don't don't be shy to ask any questions on this. We'll be answering your questions on any questions, not only on cloud platform, any other platform as well. Now, how do I prepare? What is the first steps to go for that? And what are the services which I can do on this on my own? How do I create an account? Like very basic questions also you can ask me. I'm ready to answer that. Hello, people are there. I'll give you 2 minutes. If no questions, I will go back to the demonstration session. I will log into the cloud and I will create the EC2 virtual machines and I will show you. Okay. Ask me any questions if you have any questions on this. Amazon Web Services. So people are having some kind of hesitation to start with the cloud because they think that everything is on cloud is in a CLI only or maybe command line only or the coding only. Yeah, it is there, but at an extent, you just need to start learning all these things. Somebody is asking, what is the difference between Azure VM, AWS, and Google Cloud, Harshit Cloud? Actually speaking, Harshit, there is no difference between these three clouds. These are all the three different companies, I can just say. So when you are installing or when you are going to buy some kind of a soap or something in your, the market or something like that. So everything is the same. Rexona is same, Lux is same, and what is that? Synthol is same. Everything is a soap only. Ultimately, all the cloud providers are providing the same similar solutions only. Means they will be providing the machines, infrastructure services. They will be providing database services, and they will be providing the coding and coding platform. They will be giving it, and very heavier machines and all. They will be offering it like. So everybody is offering on their own. It's like a company only the difference. There is no much difference as such while we are configuring this, while we are working with it. Only the brand name will change. Here they will call it as like EC2, and in the Microsoft machine, Microsoft they'll be calling it like a virtual machine. They'll call it as, and in the Google Cloud also they'll call it like a virtual machine creation, something like that. They'll just say databases are there, and the virtual cloud they will call it as like, and Microsoft Azure they will be saying like a virtual network. They'll say here they are saying the virtual private cloud. So basically there is no difference between the anyone on the cloud. And moreover, if you learn one cloud, you can work on any other clouds as well. Means if you learn yourself on the Amazon, then you can easily working on the Amazon. Sorry, you can work on a Microsoft, or you can work on a Google Cloud, or any other cloud is also possible. Only the login screens and maybe the credential providings and storing the keys informations. Like the screens maybe is changed here and there. Like when you worked on, we are all working on Windows 7, and then we come back to the Windows 8, then we come to the Windows 10 desktops. What are the difference? There is no much difference at all. Everything is same. Everything is available on the Windows platform. Same way, every other services has been offered by the every other cloud is the same one, but with the different brand names they will be offering it. And only thing what you can see from the customer point of view, that whether that services is available under the particular data center or not, that is more important. If Italian customer is looking for a solution and he would like to keep his own data inside the Italian data centers only, and we need to work it out with the Amazon people, like whether this service is offered by in the Italian region or something. They might not be even want to go to Germany or like to London or something to access their applications or something. They wanted to cap it in the Paris data center or something like that. So when this comes, like we may have to look for other providers as well. Like, this is the only criteria which I see, because I sit in a more of a designing level, so solution providing level. So when I'm giving the solutions, in the sense I need to work on this all these things, whether the service is available locally or this our customer has to move back to the other data centers as well. So this is the most availability things will be a problems. Accessibility things will be an issues. Else every other service is available on every other platform only. I seen it very much, common only. There is no much difference as such. So one more example I can give you. Can you spot the difference between the Visa card and the Mastercard? There won't be any difference at all. Both the cards are same. Both the like, because those two are different companies. Okay, I can just say now for the example I can just say Paytm. What is the difference between Paytm and Google Pay? No difference. it's like online payment. What is it? App only we are using. Same way, AWS is also offering. Google Cloud is also offering. Microsoft is also offering. Same way. That is the only difference which I can say that. So, any other questions on the cloud platforms? Anyone else? I'm free today. So no much other work as such for me today, so I can answer your questions. No issues. I would like to see much interactive things because I am the only person keep on talking. Please unmute your mic and talk to me. No problems. Any questions are okay. I guess somebody is asking. I can't hear.
Hello. Hi, Ramnath. Ganesh here.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I say thanks for your wonderful sessions. And my question is, after creating the free account for 12-month subscription of Amazon, if I click any unnecessary payable link unknowingly, what is any pop-up warning message will come, or you don't ask any warning, that amount like that?
This is a very good question, because we are all working under the free tier scheme only. But unknowingly, we just selected the menu option, which is a paidable, which is a paid one. So when you are just clicking that, when you try to commit that, committing in the sense you are going to install that. So you will be seeing the warning on the red color in the top. It will be saying the like triangle, it will come up. You are trying to activate the service which is not coming under the free tier. So even after, if you are going through this and the applicable charges will be there, accordingly you just need to pay it out like that. Warnings will always be come. So for that we need to see the entire screen. Every other the screen, if you are just omitting the screen and just go up like that, in the sense you will be end up paying the amount to the Amazon. Definitely it is there. That charges applications will be always been there. In my own sessions, I will be showing that where to see that like the messages will come up, how to read that, how to understand that, and all this. So every time whenever you do, the pop-up will not come. It will be on the same screen. It will be showing in the corner, right corner, and the top corner, or something like that. It will be showing with the red color. It's like a warning. It will be coming.
Okay.
Definitely, it will come.
Okay,
Don't
sir.
worry. But if you are not seeing it, if you are not understanding it, what is it been saying, and you just go ahead with your own enthusiasm, then you will be end up paying the money, because there is no way that you can come back with that. As soon as you started that machine, which is coming under the paid tier, so per hour charges will be get applied. Even if you are using for 5 minutes, after 5 minutes you understand that, oh, I started something on a paid service, I am going to disconnect it. Okay, you disconnected on the second, disconnected on the 10th minute. You realized on 5 minutes and disconnected on 10th minute, means you dismantle everything. But there will be a charges for 1 hour. You have to pay for it. There is no other way. So because the warnings are given, we are in a good position, good knowledge to see that in the screen, what has been given on that, and to read everything, to understand that. Accordingly, we go ahead and creating the instances. Yeah, this is a very good question. Yes. We will get
Yeah.
definitely the warnings. I'm saying that's what we just need to be very much in vigil by working on this web services platform, because it is a small slight mistake on selecting another menu option, maybe end up in paying a heavy money to Amazon. That is what I was telling, that this Amazon entire cloud is given you for free trial under certain menu options only, not on all. When you choose the different option, there will be a warning, definitely. Okay. Any
Okay.
other
Thank you.
questions from anyone? No, like that, these questions are coming now. So this is will be very much, like knowledgeable for other people also. They will also understand that. You can ask any question, no problem. Don't hesitate. Don't be shy in asking any very minimal, very low level question or something. No issues. I can answer that. No issues. No problem. Ask me. Any other questions today? Okay, if not there, I will go to the demonstration screen. I will just okay. Let me go to this last. And I will go back to this screen. Okay, we are here. So this is the aws.amazon.com. We need to visit this site to create our account or something. You can go to the sign into the console. Means I guess all can see my screen. Sign into the console you can just do. If you have already the account, you can go to the sign into the screen. Else you can create the accounts. Okay, if I'm typing like /free, then it will be taking me to the free tier like this. See this Amazon Web Services free tier. Gain free hands-on experience on AWS platform, production services. Create an AWS account. Types of offers, 85 products, and start building AWS using the free tier. Always free. What are the things? These free tier offers do not expire and available to all customers. Some other services. 12 months free. Enjoy these offers for 12 months following the initial sign up date. Means today, February 21, 2021, if you are offering, then until 2022, February 21, it will be available. And the trials, short term free trial offers start from the date you activate on a particular service. That is like that, it's available. What are the details? 750 hours of the Amazon EC2, means the machines which we are creating that can run for 750 hours. 750 hours in the sense 750 divided by 24. Like 24 hours is a 1 day, right? So see, 31 days we can use that. Means one machine if I am creating, 31 days I can use that machine without paying any money. 32nd day onwards, the amount starts. So 31st day you can dismantle that machine. No charges will be applicable. And here the storage they are giving you 5 GB free. Free tier they are giving 5 GB free amount for 12 months. They are giving it. Database 750 hours again. 30 days you can run that. And Amazon DynamoDB, another database, they are giving 25 GB for you. Amazon SageMaker, Lambda is a 1 million functions you can run. Free request for 1 million we can do. Amazon Lightsail 750 hours. Guard duty 30 days. SNS 1 million SNS we can do that. Like that, this is the screens which are keep on going. See that I can go to the second screen. CloudWatch 10, 10 resources we can create. API gateway 1 million I can create. AppStream for 40 hours I can use that. Amazon Chim, CloudFront 50 GB for Amazon CloudFront I can use. Cognito, Comprehend Medical, Connect 90 minutes. Like that, many things are always been there. Always free. See that. Here it is something like always free. You can just see this. Always free. These free tier offers do not automatically expire. Let me make it slightly bigger so you'll understand. Do not ultimately expire at the end of the 12 months of the free tier term, but are available to the both existing and new customers indefinitely. Trials like that. So 12-month free. Like that we can keep on creating our own things. It's very easy. But we just need to be understanding that what actually we are clicking it and which offer solutions we are going to activate. Like that we will be doing it. Let me log into my console because I already created the, or I'll just show you that one. Wait a second. This is like a free tier. 1 second. So I create an AWS account. I can create that. The first job which we will be creating for any users come to me as a sessions for that. I will be creating their accounts. Here I'll be giving all the details. Email address should be unique email address, which should be accessible for that because we need to activate the link which is sent by the AWS to us. And the password, we can give the password, any password for AWS, we can give it. Account name, we can give that. Then we'll have to go through the next step. Then the card details has to be given, bank details has to be given, and the PAN card details should be given on that. And there will be a code sent to you to your email address as well as your mobile platform, mobile phone. So that number has to be put on like an OTP number, something like that. We just need to put that. Then we will be able to log into that account. It's like complete sign up. It's going on. Let me log into the management console. So this is my email address, which I already created on this. I'm logging into that. And I given the password already, so I saved it. So it is just rotating now. All the services will be available to me now. So this is the management console. This first screen may be changing every time. It may not be the same always. You know, Arrange management console, AWS services. These are all the services which are offered. This recently visited, which are already done on that. All the services. Compute, under that we are having all these things in the compute. Compute. Machine learning. You see that how much machine learning is with containers. We can do the elastic containers. Storage we can do on this. Right? And like we'll keep on seeing many other things as well. Storage, databases, analytics, platform, migration and transfer, application directory discovery service, migration service, server migration service, and networking and content delivery, VPC, CloudFront, Route 53, API gateway, direct connect, developer tools, CodeStar, code commit, customer enablement, robotics, RoboMaker, blockchain, satellite, quantum technology, management and governance. Here it is coming the CloudWatch, CloudFormation, Cloud Trial. All these things are coming on this, and we can come to the another thing. Machine learning is the analytics is here. Security, identity, and compliance. This is the one. And the cost management we are seeing on this. Front end and web and mobile, AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality. Application integrations, customer engagements, business applications, end user computing, Internet of Things. This is quite hot in the market now. Game development. These are all the many services which we can offer to our customers. For that, we just need to understand that this is my account detail. I can just see it from here, my account, organization, service codes, billing dashboard, security credentials. And I logged into this account, means this data center. I've been there now. By default, you will be given the US East Ohio region. You can choose any region because we are sitting in India. I can choose the Mumbai. It's Mumbai is only available. On the Asia Pacific, we are seeing that Hong Kong, Mumbai, Seoul, Singapore, Sydney, and Tokyo. Only this much is available now. And Canada, it is only one site. Europe, there are 5-6 sites of that. Frankfurt, Ireland, London, Milan, Paris, and Stockholm. Middle East is a Bahrain. South America is Sao Paulo. Like Africa, there is only one side, that is a Cape Town. They are having more things which are coming up on this one. This is the symbol which we'll be having on this. Means like a bell symbol will be getting, all the notifications will be coming up on this. And if you like to create any support ticket, we can go with this one. If you have any issues into that login issues or some other resources, if you're not able to delete it or something like that, if you have some problems and all, we can create a ticket, support ticket with them, and they will work with us. Even for a free tier also, they will work with us, not a problem. And let me create EC2 instance and I'll show you. EC2 means Elastic Cloud Computing. In the Elastic Cloud Computing, this is a new console. If you want a whole console, you can go with that. Not an issue. So here, all the things will be shown on this. Whatever the instances, means the machines which you created on this US East region, because I am in the US East region. Instances which are running is 0. I'm not running anything. Elastic API is 0. Keep as, I already kept created and keep as, because I just need to log into the servers using the keep as only. Placement groups, snapshots, dedicated hosts, instances, load balancers, security groups which I created already, volumes. These are all 0. If you would like to start any instance, I just need to click launch instance here. Before that, I would like to see any scheduled events are there. Like there won't be any, there is no scheduled events as such in the US East Ohio. And how many like data centers are there in this US East Ohio? There are 3. 2A, 2B, 2C. US East 2A, US East 2B, US East 2C. These all zones are operating normally now. These all zones are operating normally now. So I don't need to worry about that any other services which are running or not. So the service is running properly here. So by seeing this, we'll be able to create the, the instances or resources which we are going to create on this one. And here, this dashboard, we will be having all this information, instances. You can see instance types, launch templates. You can see the instance types here. What are the instance types are there? Loading now. See, T2 nano, T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium, T2 large, T2 extra large, many other. How many screens it goes? 7 screens it is going. Let me show you the second screen. C means it's a compute optimized. Means you will be having the virtual CPUs very high. See, 96 CPUs we can have. Here we can have 16 CPUs, 36 CPUs. And how much memory we can have for a machine? 192 GB. Here it is like 10 GB, 42 GB, 96 GB we can have. Storage we can go until this much. Next, this is like a G4, greater machines like 192, 256 GB. DRAM which I'm talking, RAM says. And the virtual CPUs we can create this much. And when you are selecting this kind of machines which are more than 1 CPU or something, it is a paid tier. We are not allowed to touch that. Even if you go ahead and creating it, there will be a billing for that after a month or 7 days. It will be coming up. You will be paying that. Next, so like so many machines are there. This is a memory optimized, and so many machines are there on this. 6 resource optimized. So many things are there. So like we can just see spot requests, launch templates, saving plans, AMIs. What are the AMIs means? Amazon machine images, which are already available images are there, or we can go with the marketplace itself. We can create our own image, we can put it on this marketplace. That is possible. Or in the marketplace, normally we will be installing the third-party firewalls, routers, or any third-party applications. We'll be getting it from the marketplace. So let me go back to the EC2 dashboard, and I'll be creating one small instance for you. So launch instance. So here, these are all the instances. OS is available already, means operating systems, Amazon Linux, Mac OS it is possible. Nowadays we can create the Mac OS also, means Apple Talk computers we can create. Red Hat Enterprise Linux server I can have. SUSE Enterprise Linux server I can have. Ubuntu server I can create. Microsoft server I can create. 2019 base with SQL server. With the SQL server and enterprise something like that. It goes on. Keep on. So many servers are available. Core base 2016 base, deep learning. So many other we can choose any server we wanted to for our applications as well as the productions as well. Amazon Linux Ubuntu server with already built-in applications also it is available. Deep learning is one of them. SQL server is another one of them. Like that you can have. But what actually we are going to do, this is a free tier operations which we are doing. So we need to click this link, free tier. Now it will show only the free tier operations. Now you see only the 15 AMIs are there. Previously it was showing many. So I can just choose any one of the Linux machines. I will show you. I am choosing this. So this is giving the instance type for this. So this is free tier eligible. This kind of a green label will come up. So free tier eligible. I can even choose the T2 nano, T2 small, T2 medium, but those are all not under the free trial options. So what we need to do, it is already been taken that free trial only. So this particular machine can run with the one virtual CPU, 1 GB memory, and it comes with an elastic block store hard disk, and the network performance will be low to moderate. IPv6 support is also been there. So what I need to do, I just need to go and click the configure the instance details. How many instances, how many servers I am going to create this? Only one server I will create. And this is the network parameters. We are not touching at least for now. This is the default parameters. I am going with that. And auto assign the public IP. Auto assign the public IP in the sense I require a public IP to log it to this server. So I am taking this. It's already been there, enable. Placement group, capacity reservation, domain joining. These are all I'm not touching at all because it is under the free tier operations. We are not doing much. So once you come for the session, I'll be explaining everything, but because this is just a demo, so I'm just going through. CPU options, you can have the CPU options as well, or if you like to have any heavy kind of CPU want for that. Shutdown behavior will be stopping. And hibernate, hibernation, monitoring, tenancy, these are all hyphen things. Means like we can talk about this when the session has been starting. Tenancy will normally take it as a shared one because it is a free tier. So like all the free tier options will be automatically selected. You don't need to worry about that. But when you going across the free tier boundary, then there will be an issue. You will be having the warnings over here like this. So now let me go to the adding the storage. You see that this is a storage. Storage is nothing but hard disk space. For Linux server, they are giving only 8 GB storage. If I am increasing this storage, then there will be a warning that you are going across this. If you would like to create the machine, there will be charges. Something the message will come up here. So we are going with the normal 8 GB hard disk only here. And this is the IOPS value, means input output per second, like that it goes. And the throughput Mbps, MBS, it goes on, delete on termination. Yes, everything we are done. We are doing that. Then you can go to adding the tags. Tags is nothing but like we are giving the name to the server. So I can just say demo Linux. Demo Linux. This is the demo Linux I'm giving. Instance name will be demo Linux. Volumes means the hard disk will be having the same name. Network interfaces will also coming under the same name. It's one name applicable for all the resources inside the machine. Then I'm going to the configuring the security group. Security group is nothing but like I would like to create it for what all the access can be given for this server. So let me make it like a demo Linux 21 Feb, today's date. Okay, 21 Feb 21. That is what I do. So I need to create the SSH. It is required for a Linux servers to get login. From anywhere I can log into that. I'll be taking that HTTP also. This is for web server access. And I would like to ping it out to verify whether my server is running or not running. So ICMP v4, and I'm giving any file. So this is what I have created that. 3 rules I'm creating for to log into that server. SSH for login, HTTP for the web server access, ICMP is for the ping and verify whether the server is running or not. I can access it from anywhere I want. Then I'm going for review and launching. You see that. This is the warning which I was telling you. Improve your instance security. Your security group, demo Linux, is open to the world. Means anybody can access it from the world. Actually, in production environment, we will not be doing this. We will be doing very much restricted only. So it is a warning because this is just a demo. I will be deleting the server in next couple of minutes. So we are not worried about that. So whatever the selections which we had, Amazon Linux, if I wanted to change that, I can go ahead and click edit. Then I can change it again. I'm not changing now. Instance type is T2 micro, and I can change the instance type also. Security group, I can change all these things. Instant details. These are all the details. Edit the instant details. If you want to change anything, I can do that. And it has been showing the number of instances 1. Network is something. So, like subnet is no preference. So many options which are given, automatically it's been taken on this because we are going through the default settings. And the storage, we are having the 8 GB memory for this hard disk for this. Tags, this is nothing but the name. Name of the server is a demo Linux, and these are all checked. So what I'm going to do now, I am okay with that to create the server. So I will be creating click launch. So this is the last screen. After this, the server will be get created. You will not be able to stop it. Means like you just need to give the proper key information for this. I created already the key, so I'm going to use the same key IAM test. So I just need to acknowledge, then only this will be get highlighted. I'm clicking acknowledge, launch instance. I need to go for this. So when I'm clicking this launch instance, the server will be created under my account, under the free tier. When it is going to, this server can be running for 30 days continuously. I don't need to worry. If it crossing the 30 days, then there will be charges will be applicable for this. So I'm clicking launch instances. So I can see that launch log here. Creating security group successful. Authorizing inbound rules successful. Initiating the launches successful. Everything is successful. It's a complete. Means launch is complete. Server will be getting ready. Further, I just need to click this view instances to see that. So now it is coming up. So I just click and select it. Now it is saying initializing. You can see this here. Let me take up this. This is initializing. This check has to come up like a 2/2 ready. Then only I will be able to log into the server. I just need to wait until the, I just need to wait until things are getting up now. Now the details are there. This is the instance ID randomly given. This is the public IP address. Through this only I will be logged into this server. This is a private IP we don't require, currently not required. Instant state is running, and the public DNS is also, the DNS name is also been given for this. Private DNS has been given. So let me come down slowly. And here the instance type is a T2 micro, which we already selected. Elastic IP is no, VPC ID is here. Instance details, Amazon Linux, which we chosen. And the Linux Unix platform it is. When it is started, Sunday, February 21, 12:28. That is Indian time, it's showing plus 5:30. And many other things, the keypair. This is the keypair. With this keypair only, I will be able to log into the server. So IAM test, I should be having it in my own laptop. So that with this, I will be able to log into that. And the host and placement group, I didn't make it. Now, security. Security is nothing but the security group, inbound rules. These are all the rules which we created. That means we will be accessing it through the HTTP, that is a port number 80. 22, that is nothing but a port number for a SSH. And -1, that is for ICMP. This is for pinging and other things. Inbound rules. Inbound rules are this many. Outbound rules. Server can talk outside for anything. That's why it is given all. Networking, here all the IP address information you will be finding it. Storage, how much is the storage? 8 GB is the storage. Attached, now it is showing attached, and it is the 8 GB is the storage. Status checks, this is very important. Now it is still initializing. System status check, hostname status check, that is still initializing. We need to wait for that until it is getting ready. Monitoring, basic monitoring will be done on this. No need to worry. Basic monitoring of the server will be done on this unless and until it started working on something. We just need to wait for some time. It's up. Now it is rotating, means it is getting updated. Now it's coming up. Should I check failed? Because now still server is not ready. That's why it is saying all failed. Once it has been ready, then we'll be able to see the network in bytes and out bytes and disk read and disk write, CPU utilizations and all. You can able to see that. It's a basic monitoring. It's been done on this. So still initializing. What I can do now, I can just click this to refresh this screen to see the status of the server. Oh, it's still initializing. Okay, we need to wait for that. No worries. Let me go to the tags. Tags is nothing but a name which we given. Name of the server. It's a demo Linux I given it. It's the name of the server. So we have to wait until that. So here we can come back and do the monitoring whenever we require to monitor this. But there is a heavy monitoring which we can activate on the server. But accordingly, the charges will also be get applied. So basic monitoring, if you like to see CPU utilization and network utilizations, in and out packets, how much it is going on, disk read and disk write, hard disk, how many people are writing and reading per second, CPU credit balance, everything we can able to see that. Let me refresh again. Still initializing. Now it says a 2 check it has been ready. Means let me come back to this status check. Now see system status check, system reachability check passed, and instance reachability check passed. Means everything is passed from the AWS side. Now I just need to go and log into this server. So I will pick up this IP. I can just click on these two boxes, which will copy the IP address of the server. Now I'll open my putty. Then in the putty, I will just copy this. Then I have to go to this and I have to look for this file. This is the IAM test file. I just need to click open. It's asking for a key confirmations like that. Okay, I will just say yes. Then I'll be able to log into the server. I'm logged into the server now. Again, the default username is EC2-user. Now I logged in. This is showing that Amazon Linux 2 APMI. 10 packages needed for security out of 19 available. So this is a Linux command we just need to do. So let me log in as the supervisor, means a root. I can do that all. I can do that yum update -y, means like updating all the packages inside the server. It's a free of cost, no worry. It's updating everything. So how many packages are updated? Near about 19 is updated. And updating around 37 things on this. It's cleaning up. Once it is updated, then it will start cleaning up all the things. We need to wait for until 1 or 2 minutes. So now it is ready. So what I do, I'm going to install certain packages on this to verify whether the web server is running on this. Before that, I can run some commands. Date. Date means what is the date today? Is Sunday, February 21. This is running on different UTC time. We can change the date. I can see the calendar. February 21. This is the calendar 21. Who am I? It will say that. These are all Linux commands which I'm running on this. So what we can do, who are logged into this? It's an EC2 user has logged into this server. It's showing. Like that, I can just say hostname CTL. I can give the command hostname CTL. Spelling mistake. So this is what the hostname CTL. What is the static use hostname of this server? This is the IP address which is assigned. Yours is 2 compute.internal. It's a virtual machine. JC is virtual machine. This is the IDs. And virtualization is a Zen. And operating system is Amazon Linux 2. CPU, OS name, kernel, architecture, and everything has been given. So let me install the HTTPD package to run my web server on this Linux server. So now the package has been installed. I just need to start the server. Service means start HTTPD. I'll type it. Now it has been started. So I can just check the status of this. Whether the server is running or not. Means like see Apache HTTP web server. It is saying active running. Means the server can service the requests for the web service accesses for this. I just need to create a home page for myself for this server. So I will be creating using the nano command var www/html. The host name or the file name will be like an index.html. Normally we call it as like an index.html. You can rename it also if you want. And when you say index.html without giving any page name or something other, you'll be able to access the home page of the server. So let me go to this and I will be editing this. It's a HTML page. I'm doing the small coding on HTML. H1, it's a header. So let me write welcome to the AWS demo on solution architect on Feb 21, 2021. Like that. It's a Feb 21. Okay, spelling mistake. So Feb 21, 21 live. Okay, I just did that. So this line will be displayed as a home page for us when we try to access it through the web browser. H1, I'm closing this coding. Sorry. Then I'll make it out like the HTML, closing this code, HTML, like that. So now I just written a small code. It's a very simple code. What is this? This is a HTML page which is having the header information of the welcome to AWS demo on solution architect on February 20, on the date of February 21, something like that. Then I cleared this, like closing this header and closing the HTML. Now I just need to save and come out of this file. So Control X to save. Here it is. Control X. And yes, I will say yes. for this. Then now it is coming up. This is a file name to write. It's showing here like index.html. I just need to say enter. Now the file is created. So I can just see this file content here itself. Get. Now it is showing. This is the file. This line is like a coding file. This is a coding. The coding will not be displayed when we are seeing the web page. We will be seeing only this line. What I need to do now, because the server is running, the page is ready, and the web service has been installed. What I have to do, I just need to copy this, or I can just copy this DNS name. I can copy the DNS name, and I will go back to the new tab and I will paste it. Then I'll say enter. It's coming. Welcome to the AWS demo on Solution Architect. So this is how we will be constructing a small web server on the Linux platform. This is the Amazon Linux which I constructed on this. This is a demo Linux which I constructed, and this has been already offered. And this is a free tier only, no need to worry. You can run any services inside the server. It's not a bigger problem at all. So this is a very smaller one which I created on this. Like this, we can create multiple servers, databases, like Redshift, and databases under that MS SQL, MySQL, MariaDB, anything we can create on this virtual private cloud we can create, right? So these are all the things which I would like to show you on this today. And I guess I've shown you a lot of things today. So if you have any questions on this demonstration, you can ask me. I'm open to that. Or you can put it on the chat itself. I can see that. Any questions from your side on certifications, on account creations, and how long will the course will be taking up? What are the chapters I'm going to see there? And how do I work on that alone? Like you can ask any questions on this. I will be able to answer you. No problems. So no questions as such. If you don't have any questions, I can just go ahead and close this. Before closing this meeting, I would like to have your email addresses so that I will be sending you this demo to you all the people. Okay, please put the email addresses on the chat box. I'll send you this recording of this video as well as the demo, which I shown in the PPT slides and all. I'll be sending it to you. Please, you can give me your email addresses on this screen. I'll send it to you immediately. In next half an hour, you'll be receiving this, the PPT as well as the recording also. Hello, people are there. I'll be sending you this. I will not be disturbing you. Don't worry. I don't call you. I don't ask you to join a course or something. Okay, yeah. Somebody is given. Akshay G has given that. Anyone else? People, anyone can give it. Not an issue. Like I will be sending you all the details about this course. Details and other thing. That's all. And I'm a working person. I'm working on a company. I'm doing like a technical architect, so that you will be getting much technical help from my side also. You can ask me any questions on this. You can send me an email to that. I will be showing you my email address here. It's a stuckroute@gmail.com. You can send me an email. I can get you all the information. So you can call me on this and you can WhatsApp me on this number. Signal as well as Telegram is also available. You can ping on anything. I'll be come back to you. Okay, yeah, okay, somebody else is giving, Arun Balaji has given that. Everyone can give it, no problems. I'll send you this PPT as well as the recordings to you immediately. Then I'll be sharing it with all the people on the WhatsApp groups and all. You can get it later. Okay, one thing I would like to show you, like how to terminate the server. I'll just show you now. Let me minimize this. So here the server is keep on running that, so it is very not so good. So what we do, we will click instance state. I can stop the instance, I can reboot the instance, and I can terminate the instance. Terminate means we will not be able to get this server with the applications installed, packages, data, everything will get lost. You will get a confirmation, but still we are going to do that. Rebooting, the application data and everything will be remaining, it will reboot again. Stopping in the sense, you can stop it and you can start tomorrow again. But this starting will keep on billing. Billing will never stop. So only server will stop. So there is so much politics in this. I will explain you on the courses when you are coming to that. So I'm going to terminate this instance because I don't want this instance anymore. So now you see that terminating instance. To confirm that you want to terminate the instance, choose the terminate button below. Terminating the instance cannot be undone. That is what more important. Okay, I'll go ahead and terminate it. Why not? Then see, successfully terminated. Now it is coming and I logged out of this remote site unexpectedly closed the network connection. I'll close this. It's not required. Now it is successfully terminated. When I just like to see this, what's actually happening, it's shutting down the server now. You see that? It's shutting down, right? It takes some time. Then it will say that terminated. It may take some time to get terminated because now it is shutting down. Shutting down, then termination will happen. We can wait and watch. Better, I would like to tell you that whenever your practice has been over, better you terminate and go, because unnecessary costing can be avoided by terminating anything. Like databases and all, people are saying that they kept the database on running on 3-4 days, charges applied. So that was the problem. So now here see terminated. Now we are free. We don't need to worry about that. Now the services server is available no more. So we will have to go back to the EC2 dashboard and verify whether this is done or not. Now see, instance running is 0, but instances are 1. 1 in the sense terminated dead instance is 1. This will go after 2 to 3 hours under your login. It may take 3 hours. After 3 hours, if you come back and see, this instance will be gone. This list will not be there. Means like a garbage collection they will do. That's what it didn't show. So now I have terminated that application. If I like to log in, log out, I can just do click sign out. Then I just click sign out. It goes off sign out. That's all. So like that, I can do any practicals on this. If you have any questions, you can ask me, or you can give me your, all the informations to me, that I will be sending you this information to you. PPTs as well as the recordings, I'll pass it on to you. Don't worry. And if you don't have any questions, I will go ahead and close this meeting. Okay. Thanks for joining, everyone. Okay, I'll close up the meeting. Thanks for joining. Let me put it up. Thanks for joining. And bye. See ya next week. Next week with different one, like different demo. Please come back, because every Sunday I would like to offer some kind of demo. So you can come back to that 11 o'clock Indian time, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll be giving many demos as well. So please join us, and I'm going to end up this meeting. Thank you very much for joining all the people. Thank you. Bye.